I apologize for that. The router flickered. Good thing The Sims is an offline game. Alrighty, so I'm going to show y'all how to teleport. She is going to hold down shift and click. Not on a rug, my bad. Teleport me here. She will teleport to her house or wherever you tell her to teleport to. And Rose, I think it is the next morning, but we will figure out. I want to say it is the next morning. So I'm going to tell her to go ahead and get into bed and sleep it off. So it was not the next morning.
Oh, Lurgy
I can click here and she'll automatically feed herself. So it happened around nighttime. I don't know what time it was.
Fucked up. Ow. Oh. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh. Oh, oh, Blue!
I'm just kind of just zooming through the day. We'll see how long it takes us to be a vampire.
Splurge, splurge! Oh, dare not, Weeby!
Close that so bitch can get back in.
lobby?
So we were going on 36 hours. So she is now a vampire. So it took about 2 days. Rose, if you're still there, it takes about 2. So she got turned at night. She went to another night. And then she turned the next night. My router flipped, but it's okay. The Sims 3 is not an online game, so I didn't lose the progress we were doing. So it takes roughly 48 hours to turn into a vampire. And now she's a vampire. She has vampire thirst, bladder, energy, social hygiene, and fun. How to become a business partner and or owner. So she only has $3,000 in her account, and you're going to need more than that to become a business partner and or owner. So I'm going to do Motherload, which will give her $50,000. I'm going to go to map view, go over here to the community spots. We can do the bistro over here. The bistro gives her about 2,500 or 2,000, I want to say. Become a partner, and I need just $50,000 for that. I will become a partner for the business center and for the restaurant. So she's gonna get the card all the way up here to become a business partner. It's processing. Alright. So right here it says that she is now a part business owner and that she will be getting weekly revenue, usually on Mondays. So when you have 4 stars or 5 stars, you drive around in a limo instead of a taxi. You can only ride in a limo if you do not possess a car yourself. So if you possess a car yourself, then you will not ride in a limo and or taxi. If you do not, your taxi becomes a limo. Since she is now 4 stars, a celebrity, she is in a limo. I'm going to press this little house button right here. It's going to take me to her house. I'm going to fast forward, let her do whatever she wants to do. While we wait for the time to pass through, since she is a celebrity, they do get sent things from the manufacturer. But I'm going to show you how to delete memories. If you ever get to a point like I did the other day with Skylar, it said that she has too many memories, and in order to gain more, she has to delete some. So you have to go to your scrapbook to delete it. Where's it at? Right here. Learn drums. Join from her. So I'm going to click on that and click delete. Yes. Went to a lounge. I'm going to delete. Yes. And see, there are no more there. You can press 3 to speed up the time. In order to delete anything that you want without owning it, I will show you how to do that. So, where can I go? I'm going to go to the library. I do not own this. I'm not a partner in it. I have to buy. If you have to build the lot, you have to buy it outright. You cannot become a business partner. So I'm going to hold down shift and click object, delete. And you can do that with just about anything. Go over to the hospital, this table, I'm going to hold down shift, click, object, delete. You can like when I was saying earlier I was going to have to delete that boat that looked like it was stuck. That's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to go inside of it and delete it without necessarily owning it or knows whose it is. I can delete this whole building. I'm going to speed up the time some more. she knows how to play the guitar. I'm going to pull her bladder up. I'm going to go to a park. I don't know if there'll be very many people at the park. We'll see. Just for the faster time frame, I'm just going to teleport her here. Hopefully she brings her guitar with her. She did not. I'm going to press 0. That pauses the game. Go back to her house because she forgot her guitar. I'm going to click and hold her guitar and drag it to her inventory. I'm going to click her. And since her skill level is a little bit higher in the guitar, meaning she knows some songs, she knows how to play, you can click on it and play for tips. 0. Here she's going to put out a guitar case. And anyone who wants to donate or give her tips, they will. It's pretty dead, so I doubt she'll get any. Maybe from over there. Oh, there's some people coming around. But no one gives a fuck about her. See, she just gave her $25. That was just in tips for playing. Now, you can get as many or as less. You don't even have to play for tips. You can just play in the park and not receive any tips.
Oh!
She can do perform a song that she knows. Do you see this good trait? The good trait means that your sim is just a good sim, meaning that she has only really good intentions. She's not evil, she's not mean. You're not going to really catch her being mean. She just has good intentions. So for the sake of time frame, I'm just going to teleport her here. Hold down shift and click. Teleport me here. Since she has the good trait, this is the only trait that I know of so far that you can do this with. You can click on her mailbox and you can donate money to a charity. Donate $1,000. The good Sims can donate to charities. I'm not quite too sure what other traits can, but I do know this one, it can. If you do not have the good trait, it's very unlikely that you'll be able to donate to charity. But she does have to get mail. Get mail is anything that's non-bill related in your mailbox. It's like love notes, and like people send you things. That one person sent me a picture. I don't know if y'all saw that. Sent me a picture. To get the picture, you go to your buy mode, and you go to your family inventory. You can press home, and it brings up the walls. And you place it on your wall. Press end, and it takes down yours. Press end again, it takes a flat. It's just this over here, but with your keyboard. Back to live mode. to keep paparazzi out. Like you saw just earlier, some bitch came up through my garage door and was taking photos of me using the bathroom and trying to take a shower. My bitch didn't like that. So, one way that you can keep the paparazzi out, I hate it, put a fence. It cannot be one of these because they can just step right over these. It doesn't do anything. It has to be one that you can put a gate on. And put it wherever is inside of the gate is wherever they cannot go. So I want to be able to maximize they cannot step on my property. I'm going to have to do mother load. Hold down shift, control C, right your cheat bar. Press your up arrow, and it brings up the last cheat you put in. Press enter, and that gives you $50,000. The cheat was mother load. You cannot put a gate on the edge of your border because then they cannot open it on something that you do not own. Back it up, and I usually do two. I usually do two squares just so that it seems realistic, like they have room for it. And when you put down gates, they have to be on a flat surface. So use your little level terrain tool. And I'm just going to level this out. I don't give a fuck what it looks like for tutorial reasons. In Bridgeport, in the nightlife, you have the big fancy celebrity gate right here. That will keep the paparazzis out. You can look like you can drive a vehicle through it. And you can also open the gate. I'll show you in live mode. Then you also have these gates right here. Just a regular old gate. So, when we go back to live mode here, you're going to want to lock them. Lock anybody but my household. Lock anybody but my household. Alright, so she doesn't currently have a front door, but even if she had a front door, this would still say it. It says set as front door. Now if you set this one as your front door, people are always going to come to this gate because it's your quote-unquote front door. So this will be your main gate where guests will come and they'll call you on your call box. That will be where anybody shows up at right there. You can open your gates, and if you have them open, anybody can walk through them. The paparazzi can walk through them. Anyone strolling down the street can walk through them. So keep them closed if you want to keep people out. If you're having a party though, and you're having people come over, you might have to unlock them or open so that your guests can come in and you won't have to keep going down there to let them. That is how you keep paparazzis out. As long as you have a border around whatever you want them to stay out of and a gate to lock. They cannot go in. It's essentially a door, a room that they cannot go in. To learn new recipes when you're cooking, you have to go to the bookstore. It's been a minute since I've played Bridgeport. Okay, bookstore, shop for books. gonna speed it up. In Bridgeport, I put a subway station this way, so that she wouldn't have to keep going down all the way over there. Thank you. It is a base game map. It comes with nightlife. It's called Bridgeport. It has a city area, and it has celebrity status, and it has vampires in it. It would be one of my most recommended expansion packs, and Seasons would be my other one. So you go over here to recipes, and you hover over it. It says, my current skill is 0, and it requires a 1 skill. So we'll go ahead and buy it, and tell her to bring her ass back home. She has such a life right now. Okay, so in order, I'm gonna bring her hunger up. In order for her cooking to go up, you need for her to cook or to read a skill book that you can buy from the bookstore. She needs a oven first. Alright, there's your oven. Oh my goodness, she needs a counter. Where's your counter? Right, come here, cook you some waffles. She's not hungry because since I have cheats on, you can adjust your levels down here, no problem. I'm essentially getting her to cook so that she can gain her first level of skill. The first one is usually the easiest one to gain. That didn't do it, so she's gonna make some more waffles. To pick object up like that, make waffles. Oh, okay. You just click and hold and drag to your refrigerator. Or you can click and hold and drag to your inventory, like I did with the car. Alrighty, so she has a cooking skill 1 now, which means she can read this Ratatouille book. So she's gonna go ahead and read it. And you can see this green little bar is gonna pop up. And once that bar gets all the way up, same with other books, that means she's done reading it, she's learned anything from it. And now she knows how to make that dish. Some dishes are only for dinner, some are only for breakfast, so it's not going to say that she can make it right now. But during dinner time, she will be able to make it if she wanted. If you see that little orange circle right there, that means that she is a partner in that business. And see, she can collect $10,000 from it. She collects that money. It was automatic. Anything with the yellow bullseye will be an automatic. She won't have to go over there and do it. But she will get that every single Monday around 6 a.m. from any and all stores that she is a business partner with or that she owns. So I'm actually going to tell her to come buy out this business. $10,000 a week isn't bad. She had to she might have just bought it outright. I'm not quite sure. It's been a minute since I've played this one. Where is a basic? See, library. Purchase it for $175. She will then become the owner. I don't think you earn revenue off of the library. Come down here and become a business partner. And this one requires $25,000. If it requires less to invest, it's going to be less per week. If it requires more to invest, it's going to be more. Alright, so she became a business partner. I'm going to give her more money, because if you do not have the money, it is not going to pop up. So I'm going to give her a handful of money so that she can buy out both businesses. Buy out property. $70,000. Then she's gonna come back to this one, and she's gonna buy out the property for $100,000. And see, now she can fire Sims, and she can rename. Same with this one. Fire Sim or rename. They are now hers. And so now every Monday at about 6 a.m. she can come down here and get revenue off of both of these. She did not have to buy them out to get revenue, but she did have to become a partner to get revenue. And you have to have a certain amount of money in your bank account in order for it to be the option. To change the traits of a character that you've already created, you're already playing with it, you can come to the lifetime rewards and go to, I feel like it's midlife crisis. Pick new traits to become a new genetically built sim. A genetically successful sim. Or you can shift, hold, click, edit sim, and create sim. And so see, it just brings you right back to the creative sim. And you can do whatever you want to her. Change her lifetime wish, change her outfits, change her traits, change her chair, her hair, her color, whatever it may be. If you complete your lifetime wish and you go to change it through this menu, it will work, but it will still say that it's completed. I learned that one out recently. To pay your bills, you come over here and click on your mailbox, and you do pay bills. If you do not pay your bills, say your bills are $100 and you have $79, a little message will pop up here saying you have 24 hours to pay the bill, or the repo man will come. The repo man comes, guarantee you he's going to get more bills. So I would go play for tips, or sell something that you might have, or pick up a job or something. Do something to pay the bills if you don't want to lose something that is worth more. If your bills are $100 and you have $200 in your bank account and have not paid your bills, the message will still pop up, but it will give you an option to go ahead and pay your bills right there. So your sim doesn't have to go to the mailbox or anything like that. You just press pay bills now and it will pay your bills and carry on to the next week. But trust me, you do not want that repo man to come. Even if you lock all of your doors, lock all of your gates, he will teleport into your house and get whatever he feels like is necessary. So there's no way of keeping him out, even if you delete all of yours. He is coming. He will get what he wants. And there's no way to control it. Alrighty, so I don't know how long or if anyone has experienced this glitch, but if you are in buy mode and you're sitting here playing, buy mode, putting stuff down, really fucking around, and then you go to build mode, and then this whole area is empty, and it's just basically these two that you can click on, but it's empty. You can't click on anything, you can't do anything, your game just basically froze. Most of the time I would log out and just lose any unsaved progress, but if you don't want to do that, you can press F2. If you press F2, it loads you manually into the buy mode. So it will bring you back to this menu, and it will refresh all of these menus. So you just click back on your build mode and it should pop up. And vice versa, if you're in this menu and it's disappeared, you can press F3 and it manually takes you to the build mode. You can press F1 and it takes you to the live mode. So instead of losing any unsaved progress, getting frustrated at it, not really wanting to play anymore because you just lost all of it, just press F1 or 2 or 3, any one of those, and it will manually take you there without having to click on it. To take pictures and to hang them, go to your inventory and go to your cell phone. Click on take photo and it's going to load you into this screen right here. You press X to zoom out, you press Z to zoom in, you move your mouse to move where you want to capture, and it sucks because it's not the best quality and you have to get it just right to take the photo. There is a key phone's ringing.
With Garten and Vivel.
So I don't remember how to change it from landscape to portrait, but you can press P and it will pause your game. That way her phone won't ring and bother you. If you press C, it captures. So we got two pictures right here. You're going to go to a wall over here and click and hold. My bad. That is a foundation wall. You cannot put anything on a foundation wall without using cheats. So you're going to click and hold and drag it to the wall. You can put them on tables. She doesn't have a table. Look. Press home. Put them on the wall. And from here, you can pull them up or pull them down. And if you do Shift Control C, bring up your cheat bar. Move objects on. That will allow you to put anything anywhere you want. Anywhere you want. Anywhere you desire. Now, if I put it inside of her stove, she will not be able to use her stove or her bed. So just be cautious of where you do put it, but it allows you to put pictures on foundation. It allows you to put toilets on foundation. You know, anything that you're not usually allowed to do, you can do. And something that I really like doing myself is you can take objects and put them as close, hold down Alt, and you can put them as close together as you can. You can like overlap them, or you can make them look like they're meant to be. One second. Alrighty, I'm back. Alrighty, so same thing with these counters. Counters are the best where it's at. You can not hold down Alt and it will put them together, but if you put a sink down there, you'll see that they are two fused together. So you can hold down Alt and bring it as close together as you can. And still put the sink on. And it's still very usable, both of them. You can do the same thing with, sometimes they'll snap, that's fine. It may get frustrating, just put them somewhere and then pull them together like that. And so now it looks like one big counter, it doesn't look like 4 counters put together. Okay, I'm going to do Control-Shift-C, the arrow up, and I'm going to do off. Now, I'm going to press L, just turn on lights, the sun, you know what I mean? Now, if you have a wall, and you have a window, and you have a door, I'll do like a closed door. If you have, I'm going to pull the cheats back up, Shift, Control C, arrow up, I'm going to turn it back on. Say I want to put a door right here. Usually you can't. With this, I now can. And they're both usable. Now see, if I go and I put one, if I drag it all the way through here, and I drag it all the way over stuff, you know, and your stuff ends up looking like that, they're no longer useful. The light will still come through from the windows or the door windows, but they will not be usable. So what you do is you just click. You might have to put them back, but click. And it just refreshes it. So anytime you have move objects on, and you go to build, it can do that, and you'll have to go in there and refresh everything, or any of the ones that are having issues or that grayed out. So I usually keep it turned off, just for build purposes. And as you can see here, her photos are hanging up. So, for anything that I was saying earlier, whenever the games start acting slow or it starts freezing, especially in Island Paradise, this could help, but I'm not going to say that it is the issue. Island Paradise has a lot of issues with it. It's a great map. If there is a sim stuck somewhere, then what you would want to do is use this cheat right here. Shift Control C. And on your cheats, you will do, you can do help, and it pops it up down here. It is one of the ones in the list here. Reset sim, and then we can do the star shift 8, and that resets every sim. It took a minute because it reset every single sim in this world, in this map. And as you notice, she hung up the phone because he got reset and she got reset. If you want to reset a specific sim, you would do, what's a, I need an easy name. Ace. Emmy star. Okay. Shift Control C. Reset. Sim. Or you could do the up button and delete the star. Do Emmy star. And it reset Emmy star. So if she's stuck somewhere on your property, or if she's in your domain and you don't want her there but you don't want to unlock your gate, you can just reset her and it takes her back to home. So if your sim is ever stuck anywhere, or there's someone stuck at where you're at, or your game is lagging, or it's freezing, just that is an option that you could try to do, is just reset every sim. There might be someone stuck somewhere that you haven't seen. During my gameplay, you'll see me, it'll go slow and I'll go around the map and look at certain areas, because those areas, hey, I haven't seen you in a minute. Those certain areas the Sims have gotten stuck in on, and I'm just checking them. How you been? To add a sim to the household, you would go to Edit Town. Save or don't save, it doesn't matter. And say we want to add this girl, the one that we created earlier. Place a copy. Oh, huh. I was trying to tell her to buy that house. No, I was meant for here. Click on the house and click merge. You can send her anywhere you want. She can come live with celebrity, this person, live in a loft area. But for tutorial purposes, I'll move her in with Elaine here. We'll do merge. Oh, that's what's up. I really like doing the community buildings because they're pretty fun to see everyone enjoy. It's one of my favorite ones to do. And see, now she is on our roster here. She now lives here. She is now part of this household. She can get in and out of the gates. That is how you add a sim to your existing household. Well, thank you for telling me. Always good to have feedback. turn it down some. Let me know if that makes it any better. So I'm going to buy her a dresser now. I'm just placing shit anywhere. We are going to plan outfits. You can do, alright, thank you. You can do change outfit to formal wear, outerwear, sleepwear, whatever you want. Or you can do plan outfit. Once she hurries up. It will take you into the creative household, but you will not be able to edit her body, her looks, her hair, her traits, or anything like that. You would have to use that cheat that I showed you earlier, where you click on them and you do edit and create sim. So you can click on everyday, and here you have the plus sign. She can have up to 5 outfits, I want to say so. Or it might be 3. It might be the Sims 4 we could have 5. So you can have 3 different outfits per each one. Yes, you can edit her body at the hospital. You can go get some surgery done. Go get some tattoos, I think, as well at the hospital. So she got 6 new outfits. I didn't do her every day, but so here you can do change outfit, and it will pull up. You can do the categories, or you can just do the whole list right here. You can also click on herself to change outfit as well. And that's how you have multiple outfits. Let's see what the setting at the hospital says. I don't know. Alright, so this is going to be a little fucked up, but we're going to kick her out now. We're going to go to edit town, save or continue. It's up to you. Click on the household that you want, so you can click on this one, you can click on this one, you can click on the ones in the buildings, click on any of them with multiple ones. And you want to do evict. That's fine, because we don't give a fuck about her. So that is going to evict the whole household. And you don't want to evict the whole household. You want to just move out one person. So we're going to kick her out. And this will be the main person who keeps the house here. And then once you say yes, she's going to pop up right here like I was saying earlier. And I'm just going to go to return game. We will lose her, but since she's down in my library, we will not really lose her. But if she was a auto spawn character, you would lose her entirely if she was not in your library. So that's how to bring someone in and kick someone out. To buy more houses, you have to, I think there's two ways. You can buy it through here. You just go to the house and click buy. I guess she doesn't have enough money for that one. She could buy it from there. Or in her case, she's gonna have to go to the library because she does not own a computer. If you own a computer, you can do it from the computer at your house. You can also do it from the cell phone right here. So in the computer, you would just click real estate and check real estate or purchase additional home. So let's see if we can do that on our phone. Check real estate, become a resort owner, move and purchase an additional home. So let's check real estate and see what's on the market. There really does. That would be pretty cool because in my Little Hall Pawn Caves world that I'm working on currently, it's not this one, but my character learned how to grow apple trees. And I would really love to grow apple trees around the island so that if there was hypothetically any homeless person or any hungry person, that they could go in there and they could pull the apples off the apple tree or pull the pumpkins or pull the pears, you know, just basically eat from the land that people can plant and grow so that even if they are homeless, they still have food. I think that would really add to it as well. So see here you have community buildings, you have venues, you have vacational homes, private lots, and resorts. So we don't want to buy any community building because we were going to want to live in it. Or not live in it, but it's going to be like a second home to us. So that's how you buy community lots. How you buy residential lots is you do purchase additional home. It's going to bring you to this map right here, and it's going to show you all of the available homes that you can purchase. And let's just, for the fucks of it, buy this one. And she just bought that house. So I'm going to go over here to it. And you see the little purple star? That means that you own it. So I'm going to tell her to go ahead and visit it. And you can move to this private lot. You can build on it and you can buy on it just like regular, like it's yours. You do whatever you want to do with it. You can go inside of it. Have to wait on her slow ass though. Come on. Click on the elevator and go to floor. Because we have the cheats on, we can go ahead and just move our energy up. So here is her apartment. It's not to my liking. I do not like these tiny ass apartments. So what we're going to do is spice it up a bit. Because we own it, we can build and buy on it. We can sleep here. You know, if we're crashing in the city, we don't feel like going all the way back to the house. So, to make this into anything that we want it to be, you can't do anything. Oh, I deleted some things on the inside. Can't do anything to the outside walls or to the windows. You can't do anything to the bottom. Nothing. Can't do nothing. So what we're going to do is we're going to do Shift Control C, bring up the cheat bar. We're going to do Help, because I believe it is in this list as well, for anyone who cannot remember. Right here. Restrict. Build. Buy in buildings off. So restrict, build, buy in buildings off. Enter. Buildings, plural. Oh, dang it. There we go. Okay. Maybe my cheats are off. So testing. Cheats. Enabled. Space. True. Okay. Restrict. Build. Buy. In. Buildings. Off. And see, now the grid pops up. And see, now you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. It does not matter. Do whatever you want to do. But I'm gonna erase all that because that was just for fun. Alrighty. And so now since you can do that, you can do this. Goodbye wall. You do whatever you want to do with this building. And this right here is the marker that I was telling you about earlier, the hidden room marker. Yes. Yes, she has to pay rent on both of them. So this is the hidden room marker. I'm going to throw it over here. Or, you know, I'm going to delete it. Fuck it. I'm going to delete it. I'm going to make this whole area her house. Fuck anybody else. Level 11 is mine. Got a loft now. To make it realistic, I'm gonna get rid of this door. That seems about right. And when you do have a whole level to yourself, you need to have a room for your elevator. Because if you do not, then people, as soon as they come up the elevator, they're in your house. So if you have a front door, then no one can get in unless you let them in because you will lock it or whatever. Yeah, penthouse or loft. Penthouse. Either way, she got the whole damn floor to herself. So it's all black because they blacked it all out. So I'm gonna whiten it up a little bit or lighten it. and now you can see what you're doing. I'm not going to do much to it, but as you can see, it is all hers now. And since it is now yours, you can get rid of these heinous windows if you want. And you can put in whatever windows you want. Now keep in mind that it's inside of a shell. So if I put these big windows here, they might look nice and big on this side, but they're not going to look nice and big on the outside. It just goes back to its shell. And you can put them anywhere you want, however you want. If you want to keep up with how it looks on the outside, then you can see what it looks like below and kind of match it up from above. That is how you edit apartments, how you get yourself a penthouse, how you can, if you wanted, you could put like a fountain down here, you can put a bar down here, you can put whatever you want down here. You can put chairs down here, a treadmill down here, whatever you want. Essentially, you can do whatever you want with it. For just the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to show y'all how to do fountains and how to change the directions of fountains, because I know it was a hard thing for me to learn, and once I learned it, I couldn't believe I didn't think about it. So I'm going to put a fountain down here. It's going to be a circular fountain. It's going to be 2 by 2, and you see that's the only way that it shows up. I can click here and then click here again, and that's the only direction it'll show. So I'm going to place it here, and the period and the comma, or the Pac-Man, or the greater than less than, whatever you want to call it, that is your rotate buttons. So one is clockwise and one is counterclockwise. And then same for this one. And then you can go ahead and put your fountains in there. I didn't mean to do that one. So that is how you rotate fountains, pools, and just about anything. You can have this chair and press the rotate buttons. You can, in live mode, see if she'll stay there for longer. Have her backpack out. I'll click and hold, bring her guitar out. I'll click and hold, and I can press those buttons and it will rotate it in live mode. It's really with just anything that you can pick up. So that is how you rotate fountains and just about anything in the game. Is the comma and the period, or the greater and less than signs. And that is also how you buy more houses. So she can come over here and purchase. What's another one? That's a community. Purchase this house. And I want to say she goes to the city hall to fill out the paperwork. Yep. So when she does it that way, she has to go to the city hall to fill out the paperwork and get the deed for it. And now she owns that house as well, or that penthouse, or apartment. I remember which one it was. Alright, it was this one. So now she has an apartment, a penthouse, and a house in the hills. And if you wanted to, you can go to buy mode. And since that restrictions is still off, you can even go as far as making a lobby bigger for your apartment. Delete the hidden room marker and lighten it up some. So now she can have this whole floor to do whatever she wants. She can put a bar down here. She can put, I put like a community kitchen in one of them, so that if anyone was hungry, they could always go there to make food. You can do anything you want. You can have pool tables down here, sitting areas, gaming area. Essentially, it's your own canvas. So this is what this one looks like. Same thing, you know, you can delete these two hidden rooms, blow this wall out, and expand it. Alrighty, now to put holiday lights on your house, you need a roof, and you need a front door. Not a front gate, but a front door. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to her real quick. Just going to put a roof here. Nothing fancy. And I'm going to put herself a front door. Alright, so if there's a yellow circle, then it's going to be an automatic thing. Set as front door. And then holiday lights. You have your hanging. You can do green. Or you have your stripes. Do purple. Essentially, you can do a lot of different things with your lights. They do not move, which is sad, but that is how you add holiday lights to your house. It has to be set as the front door. It has to be a door, and you have to have a roof. After you set your holiday lights, you can set your gate back to your front door so that Sims will come to the gate instead of standing right here saying they can't get to the front door.
Oh.
If you get pregnant and you want a certain gender, to have a girl, you want to eat a watermelon. More than one. I think it's about 3, but I would eat one every day just to be sure, I guess. Um, at least one. If you want a boy, I would do the same thing, but with apples. I think it's 3 apples, but I could be wrong. So just eat a handful, and you'll end up having a boy. If you want twins or triplets or quadruplets, you can come to the lifetime rewards, and you can go to, I think it's like fertility. Yeah, fertility treatment. And that is your chances. Twins and triplets. Or you can just try for a baby multiple times. Like if you get pregnant, keep trying for a baby. And I heard that that works as well. I haven't myself tried that one, but I have heard that it works. To make a fireplace fireproof so that you do not get, say you turned on your fire and then you left your house and you forgot to turn your fire off and it catches stuff on fire. That's not very wanted, I feel. So what you'd want to do is get your handiness up to about halfway. I would show you, but her handiness is only about 3. Oh, it's 2, almost 3. So you'd want to get it about halfway, and you would click on the fireplace. And it says to do upgrades. I don't know if her handiness is high enough to do any upgrades on anything. But you can do upgrades and it will say make fireplace fireproof. And that means that it will not catch fire, it will not catch anything on fire around it. It will never be the sole reason of a fire. So you can leave the house with your fireplace going and not have to worry about it at all. And it won't burn down your house. So you just have to get your handiness skill up and upgrade your fireplace. And last but not least is switch households. So what you'd want to do is go to Edit Town, save, or just continue. That's completely up to you. Go to Change Active Household. Now it's going to tell me that I'm going to lose any and all wishes that are in her save for later, basically. Which means if she had a wish and I said, hey, we'll complete this, and I click on it and it puts it in the little 4 blocks, you're going to lose any of those 4 blocks. Which is fine with me, but sometimes they are worth achieving because you're super close to achieving one. You keep everything else but that. You can choose a household to become this way, you know. Or you can create a Sims, or you can move in a Sims. So we'll become this one right here. And so now they won't have any promised wishes, these 4 blocks, because I just chose them. And that wraps up the tutorial for The Sims 3. I went through 33 questions that I had found on Google that were one of the top searched. If there's any questions or there's any other things that you would like for me to go into detail with, just let me know. On my YouTube channel, there is detailed on the constraint sheet, the constrained floor elevation sheet on how to make multi-level stairs and how to build around the offset walls and levels. If there's any other comments, I guess just let me know and I'll try my best to satisfy your question. Thank you, and I might be streaming later. Probably not commentary though, I've talked a lot.